No, it's no good. I can't find the missing piece. Oh, hello everyone. My name is Nathan. I'm just sat here trying to do a jigsaw because we're learning all about different parts of the world in Engineers Hub at the moment. And I thought I would do a fun jigsaw that would help me to learn about different places. Now, I know that Wally has gone to America, to North America, to Canada, in fact, this week, and I just can't find the missing piece to put in North America. It's really frustrating. Is it this piece? Oh, that's not the right... Oh. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever think that you just get really frustrated with something? You're trying to do something, you're trying to reach for a goal or a target, and it just doesn't work. Do you get a bit fed up when that happens? Do you start feeling a bit cross? Maybe you go from being in the green zone to feeling a little bit in the yellow zone. And if things don't work out very quickly, I think I might end up being in the red zone very soon. Anyway, maybe I should leave this for a minute. Maybe this is a good time for me to tell you a little story. It's a story that I did with my class, and it's a story about two girls, one called Daisy and one called Rihanna. Now, Daisy and Rihanna were very exciting and adventurous girls, and they were talking together at school one day, and they said, "We need to do something really exciting." Daisy said, "I know what, let's go to Alton Towers." Alton Towers? I love Alton Towers. Have you been to Alton Towers or Chessington or Paultons Park? There are some really cool places to go, and you get to go on these rides and you get to see lots of really fun people. It's a really good place to go. And Daisy and Rihanna, they really wanted to go to Alton Towers. So they went home and they told their parents. And their parents said, "You know, it's a lot of money to go to Alton Towers. It costs a lot of money. Do you have a lot of money?" Daisy and Rihanna didn't have a lot of money. So when they met back at school the next day, they said, "What shall we do?" Rihanna said, "Well, my dad said that if we come up with a plan of how we could get to Alton Towers, if we could raise the money, then we could go." Daisy said, "That's brilliant. Let's do that. Let's come up with a plan to see how we can get to Alton Towers." So they started to talk. They started to come up with some ideas. My class helped them. Shall I show you what they said? They said, "Oh, look, here's a great piece of work." They said they could sell some of their toys and raise some money, or do some jobs, or maybe even have a lemonade stand and raise some money. And then they were thinking about other things they needed. If they were going to go to Alton Towers, they would have to go on the phone or the internet to book some tickets. They would have to look at the bus or the train timetable to work out how to get there. They'd have to set an alarm in order to wake up really early in the morning so they could go. They'd have to make sure they wore sensible shoes, took everything in a bag, had enough drinks for the day, and took some food to have for lunch. There's a lot to think about if you want to go on a special trip, isn't there? Anyway, Daisy and Rihanna had their plan. They decided that they were going to make some paper chains for Chinese New Year. Daisy's older brother worked in a restaurant, and he said, "If you make the paper chains for me, then I'll give you some money." So Daisy and Rihanna thought, "Yes, we're going to do it." So they sat down one night to start making the paper chains. But a bit like the jigsaw, it was fun at first, but then it got really, really difficult. And they were making paper chains, and then they kept hurting their hands, or they kept ripping. Anyway, it didn't go very well. And after the first night, they started arguing with each other. "It was your fault, Daisy." "No, it was your fault, Rihanna." They weren't getting on very well, and they were getting very cross with each other. They were feeling a little bit frustrated, or maybe even a little bit bored. Do you ever feel like that? When you really want to do something and you know it's important, but it's just really hard and you feel like giving up. That's how Daisy and Rohanna felt. That's how I feel doing this jigsaw. I just feel like giving up. I wonder if there are some things that we can do to help ourselves if we feel like that. Because we don't want to be people who give up. We want to be people who keep trying and never give up. My class gave me some ideas for things that we could do so that we can encourage ourselves and not give up. Shall I see what they said? They said, if you're feeling a bit stressed or frustrated, eat a healthy snack. Maybe something crunchy like carrots would be really good, or some crackers, because it feels nice on our teeth. They also said maybe you could eat cake, but we'll go with the healthy snack. They said that if you're feeling frustrated, you could get a stress ball and squeeze it really hard. Of course, if you haven't got a stress ball, you could just squeeze your hand and release it. Or you could squeeze and tense the muscles up in your body and then relax and tense and relax. And that might help you feel a bit better. They said you could have a drink of water. That might help you cool down. They said if you talk to your friends, maybe they could help you. They said keep thinking about that goal. Don't forget why you're doing it. Because you want to go to Alton Towers or because you want to finish the jigsaw. They said maybe you could have a break. When things get really tough, have a little break and go for a short walk, get some fresh air. They said listening to music might help you to stay calm if you're getting frustrated. If you've done something wrong, say sorry to your friend because that'll help you to feel a bit better. And also, maybe it'd be nice to give someone a hug. I feel like that at the moment. There's lots of people that I'd like to hug, and I can't wait till I can. There's lots of things that we could do there that could help us if we're feeling a little bit frustrated. Maybe you feel like that because you made a New Year's resolution and now you're finding it really hard. Maybe you're trying to do something special like a jigsaw. Maybe you're trying to do something like be a better reader or writer or get better at maths and it's just really hard. So remember those things that my class said, things that can help us when we get frustrated so that we don't throw things out of the window when we get really cross. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my jigsaw and I'm going to try and stay calm.